Adaptive sports have affected me in many different ways. Being a coach of almost 20 years from various sports, the first year I was coaching adaptive sports was coaching the Sharks for football. The first practice was eye opening. They were the hardest working team I've ever coached. And it really just opened my eyes to everything they can do. And they have zero quit in them. Very, well mannered, well rounded students and athletes on top of that. And it's got me hooked for life. I don't ever see myself not coaching adaptive sports. Even after I retire from teaching, I still plan to be active in the adaptive sports community. One of my favorite memories from coaching adaptive sports would have to be during the football season last year. One of my female football players was very nervous about playing a new position, and she had a confidence problem. She didn't want to let her team down. She didn't want to let her coaches down or her friends down from not performing well. Throughout the whole season, she made remarkable progress at that. And did very, very well in the state championship game. And, she was beside herself saying, she didn't think she would be able to perform that way. And that led to her, senior year summer. After she graduated, she traveled down to Orlando with us as a team for wrestling outside of adaptive sports. And she wrestled in the national championships in Orlando, and she was very, very nervous there as well. And I had a talk with her beforehand, before she wrestled, and asked her what was going on, because I could tell she was very, very nervous. She goes, "I just don't want to let anybody down. Everybody knows I'm coming down here and wrestling, and I feel the stage is really, really big." And I said, "You've got this, girl." I said, "You're already here. The hard work's already over. Just go have fun. Enjoy your last time doing this." And she did. She went, I believe, 10-1, and walked away as a wrestling All-American, which is very hard to do. And she was beside herself. She couldn't believe what she had accomplished. And I told her, that's what you can do. I mean, you have the confidence in you the entire time. You just have to go do it. And she did. She let all that worry away, and she performed very well. I do not believe she would have been able to if it wasn't for adaptive sports and helping her gain that confidence back, and having a great team behind her, and her coaches and all of her friends supporting her along the way. Even at a different sport, everybody was still supporting her. And that really meant a lot to her. And you know she was beside herself. And I think, to me, that's what it's about. And that's what adaptive sports can do for our young athletes, is give them that confidence to succeed at, not just adaptive sports, but anything, whether it's sports, life, family, friends, or anything. And to me, that's what it's about. Why I support our fellow coaches and athletes is simple. We're all family. We're all in this together. Doesn't matter, if one of us is football, basketball, handball. We're all in it together. Our Sharks team is more of a family than a team, and all of us supporting each other, gives the athletes and students, something to look at and see how to manage different situations and how to interact with others. And we get along with everybody. All of our coaches get along. We get along with our, athletes' parents, the athletes. You know, we support each other through every step of everything. I don't think we've had one situation at all where it's just, any second guessing or this or that about anything when it comes to coaching. We work very, very well together and support each other along the way. some adjectives that my fellow coaches and our athletes would use to describe me, I think, would be outgoing, supportive, and as Coach Watts would say, extra. What I would like everybody to see about adaptive sports would be the camaraderie in it, the phenomenal athletes we have, the great parents, the supportive coaches, the atmosphere itself, what it can do for everybody. It surely opened my eyes when I started coaching, and to this, I don't ever see myself not being involved with adaptive sports ever. I love it. I love what it does for our athletes and their families, and it gives them that sense of purpose, sense of motivation. It gives them something to work for, friendships they develop, the community support behind everything. It's just overwhelming to some of our athletes that never thought they could do anything competitively in sports, and it truly does change their lives for the better. And I wish everybody could, come see just what exactly it does for our athletes and their families.